are on that edge of getting banned ever make it through, and so they have a permanent graveyard as you move up to higher ranks, which I don't think so is all that fun. I think there should be some versatility. When it comes to it, there needs to be some strategy and decision making. Zaz being removed, and Kagura, well, you talked about Kagura being removed. It is happening.
Hail your king! Hail me! Okay, so.
Yes, Farah. But we also do see that Fanny and Lancelot is removed, so the top three
is banned out.
Is banned out once again. Zarsk being removed is no surprise. Both teams have picked up Zarsk before. Yeah, John and Angela. Both are locked in.
Tyrant. So what is the killing potential of these two together? What can an Angela do in this matchup so far? Actually, better question, what lineups can an Angela enable now?
Strong fighters, strong front line should be there. It will be interesting if they do pick up Johnson as well. It's a good steal away from IDNS SG side to take away Grok and Belmont, because Angela can be very strong if placed on either of them as well. So just removing their frontline tankiness away will be good. They respond with Roger.
And Helker.
Okay. Not
team is picking.
It looks like they want to empower Helkert or Roger potentially to be in that front line longer as well. It could also be Jawhead that's there.
It looks like they're giving the Angela a lot of possibilities in this matchup. So they
but
say,
I don't think so. That's the best option when you give her a lot of possibilities. And Mr. Vi is going to be taking out that Rafaela that's there, which has worked out really well before. Really clutch. That's known. So.
Well, I'm interested to see Angela Jawhead gameplay, but it is a bit buggy at the moment. So,
so what's the bug with Angela and Jawhead?
It's just not smooth. The interactions at times.
Your screen gets frozen. You can't move. So they have to go back to base. So I guess their decision, they have to be very, very smart and to prevent that bug from happening.
Unless they don't have that combo in general, you know, don't.
I mean, I think that the strongest combo will be Angela on high loss. At this point, his mobility and his existing damage added on with her, I think would be the best carrier for Angela to be on. I don't know, you're the pro, let me know.
I think what's interesting would be Angela and Helkert, because Helkert's going to be quite upfront, right? And his passive silence and all, it's going to help a lot, and Angela, you know, just like that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So that's interesting.
So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into the game. I'm going to flicker on out of here. I'm going to leave it to you two, so take it away for this game one.
Thanks for us.
Thank you.
So we have IDNS SG on the blue side and Tyrants is on that red side. Turtles is spawning back up top. And already we see a big invade, 4 members up to the top. And now Jawhead just, you know, trying to deter Belmont away, almost down to half health already, but Jason has played a very good Belmont in the past, really aggressive, so he's not going to take that much caution. Hylos taking quite a bit of damage. Angela slowing them, withering them down with every wave of love being sent out.
I wonder when will the string to my heart come out in this game. But I guess Tyrants are pretty aggressive at the moment, just like how they were before the break. They've showed performance, solid teamwork, very accurate, precise decisions. So I guess Helkert being in the middle, or probably just rotating up and down a lot at the moment. And they probably want to pressure the top lane a lot. And here, of course, Hylos is down. First blood by Carry. And then there goes, Grok. Look at how Angela just turns everything around. So
yeah, but now Angela is low as well. And if you talk about it, Rafaela, Mr. Vi is so out of position. The heart
and still
your
down.
Heart. True and now becomes basically the chains that shackled them down. Tyrant's getting a kill lead up ahead now, eking away a little bit of that goal lead. Harley doing his best to the turnaround kill will not quite be enough in the end. Tean being very aggressive does get rewarded for his pay, meaning that his lane now will be empty and so that he can push up.
Yep. I mean, okay, going back to earlier when Angela's low, she's quite low, her life is quite low, right? It's not really an issue for her because she's mobile enough, she's fast enough depending on which boot she gets, so yeah, and then just look at her, but I would have picked to stop Rafaela instead of Brock because you can secure the kill much,
much easier. Yeah. Well, definitely Rafaela is less tanky. And that would be the better possibility to happen. We are seeing at the bottom lane as well, Belmont having quite an easy time pushing it up now, given that nobody is particularly there. So the tower will start chipping away as Jawhead moves back into lane. This means that Belmont is free to go in for the roam and to make sure that the mid lane is also secured as they move up to the top. Saiyan on Tyrants there in a little bit of danger, but the turnaround looks to be happening. Rafaela's ultimate does come out in the end. Will the damage be true enough in the end? Yes, Carry does pick up the kill, but will they continue? Harley picks up yet another kill. There is a triple kill. 3 kills coming out, so that's 2 on the Carry side. They should be able to translate this into the top turret as well. Jawhead way slow to the party. The party's over.
It's okay, it's never too late. There's still a turtle party. Jawhead damage pretty decent, tossing is great, difficult to deal with, very tanky. What do you think? How will they benefit? Will Jawhead be like a semi-tank?
I think Jawhead would just ultimately, in the mid to late game, be the super impactful pick away. But looking at how Jason has played in the past and how they do have Grok there as well, even if you do toss Grok or Belmont specifically into your own team, it's not necessarily going to be helping out here. So Saiyan here was in trouble as we look out there. Carry comes in from the side. Look at the positioning of LY4 as he dashes in, and as the damage comes through in the end, he does manage to secure the next kill in the end, having to push forth all the way past even the turret already because they were low enough to be done. Disengage coming out, Rafaela does draw her ultimate, and Hardy's looking for more damage in the end, does not find it. Grok goes in for the next supplemental damage but does not find the knock-up in the end, so IDNS still 4-2.
We can see right here Halkut is not really engaging in any team fight so far. Could it be that Tyrants are just keeping it in, let's get the items first?
Yeah, they definitely want to make sure that he is strong and impactful enough to be within the team fights. Early game he's not really there, he's more utility based, he doesn't really have the burst potential activated just yet, so he needs to get a couple of items before that. So just leaving him within the side lanes, being safe, allowing him to farm up is potentially the best for them. But that is only if Tyrants can stabilize the game. If they lose too much of an early game, it might spell disaster for them.
I think looking at the lineup, there we have one down,
brought down. That's mega kill already onto LY4. We are seeing Belmont has secured that. In the end, a double kill again on Carry. They will be able to get the next turret as well. A turtle is coming up relatively soon. We are seeing that Jawhead is waiting in the fray. He needs to back away from this. There's nothing that he can do as the next turret is already taking damage. The wall does go out, but not quite enough damage in the end. Here, WQ LSD, wow, instantly solos out that poor Halkut.
Well, there's no doubt in WQXD's Hardy. We've seen him
dominate, decimate people from all across the map, and that's no different in this game as well. IDNS SG really taking a commanding lead within the game, and Tyrants need to start gathering up again. They left Halkut alone, and IDNS SG said we will take the one-on-one fight as well. Jawhead has been trying to push out their bottom wave and maintain the lanes, but he doesn't exactly have the best and highest mobility as well to come back and help into the team fights. So they need to either be sticking as 5 and winning these team fights, or potentially licking their wounds and controlling all 3 lanes.
Do you think that Tyrants are possibly trying to drag the game because they do have an advantage?
They are not doing well at dragging the game because they're losing towers left, right and center. Well, I mean, even here, Halkut being alone, that's there, forced to use his ultimate already. Wait, isn't exactly stopping their advance coming in, and with Grok showing up there, the next turret is already being under siege at this point. They're not fighting. Jason Cole gets tossed all the way towards the back, but the damage isn't quite enough to stop him out. He is silenced the way Rafaela is there, but look, Belmont comes back with the kill. Carry as well comes out, and Jason Cole just scaves away perfectly fine. Jawhead now in lots of trouble. Carry goes in and gets the another kill. There was somebody in the chat that did ask why Carry not Leslie, and you're seeing why. The level of confidence coming out by LY4 to play on Carry, making sure that 5th hit does proc for the additional damage is working so well for them. At the same time, Harley back up top, controlling the entire map. All 3 lanes are shoving into their base right now. This is another wonderful example of how to play the entire map and control it. Keeping in mind, this is only 7 minutes in and an 8,000 goal lead for them.
This is getting scary for Tyrants. I guess IDNS is being very aggressive at this point, and Tyrants shaky, you know, thinking of a way to counter, because you do have heroes like Roger and Hellcat that needs to heavily farm. So this is gonna be difficult for them. IDNS putting so much of pressure. There's really nothing that they can do.
There's very little that they can do. Rafaela's way up to the front end. Really good wall, unfortunately not quite of a follow-up. They do want to go out and get Lord, which is a safer play. I definitely agree with this play. Tean does get shut down, but will they be fast enough to come in and contest Lord? Keeping in mind that Belmont is on the side of IDNS SG as well.
What they did over there just now, I realized, was that to take Angela out first, because once you take the support out...
Lord does get secured by them. Angela is still out there. We are seeing a legendary carry as well. Being locked up in such a small space, that will spell disaster for them. Carry now does get silenced away, potentially going to be saved up. Rafaela does manage to heal, but not quite enough. Angela gets the kill and the shutdown onto Carry, but is it enough? It seems like no.
I think they did pretty well during the Lord fight. So you can see as to Angela being alone and Angela outing someone else, how much of a difference it was. So when she was out, she got caught, she got killed, and team fights would just go down the drain. So it's really important for Angela to look at her positioning and reading the map as well as to guessing where they are.
Definitely reading the map. I mean, just look at the, even in terms of items, IDNS SG is far ahead. One full item at least ahead already. You're looking at Carry, that's 7,000 gold already within her pocket. It's such a huge boost of damage in terms of items and survivability as well. Does get tossed back there, will not quite be enough. Harley is there doing damage. LY4 makes an appearance now. Look at the amount of damage. Rafaela's ultimate is good, standing out 3 members of the team there. Grobsol will further separate them away. Angela is still left alive, but Tean Eksdi does come out with the triple kill. Looking for the 4th kill. There is a Maniac and a Wipeout with Lord that's there. That's going to be a quick and fast game. Just past 10 minutes, 10 minutes and 6 seconds. IDNS SG takes it away.
Oh, well played, IDNS SG. I guess they're making a really good comeback. They want to be top of the list all over again. So yeah, here we can see that Carry, I mean, expected, right? If you have
that only that one death, or else that would have been another perfect game.
Yeah,
that's there. Definitely deserving the MVP. Was there dealing the damage in multiple fights. I don't know how Roger. I wouldn't know who to explicitly give the MVP to on Tyrant side. That's there. I think a lot of this came down to they weren't able to outlast the